Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. And you know what time I'm talking about. It's time for an American classic to get a good close look at itself. And whether or not this replica replicates the good old Americana that was used to fight back the Axis and the commie bastards. Let's dig into it.
America, fuck yeah! Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah, America! Fuck yeah! Freedom is the only way.
Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, the gun that you have all been requesting for a while now, the review that has been in the works of a long time. I'm, of course, talking about the KingArms Thompson. This strap did not come with the gun. I, in fact, add this on, so I'm going to go ahead and take it off so it's not flopping around like a big like something that flops around. I'm not going to finish that sentence. I'll let you guys do it in the comment section down below, however. Just no one gives a shit about that. So, what is the KingArms Thompson? Well, the KingArms Thompson is actually basically a modern-day replica of the Thompson that we have today. Much like the Model 08 Thompson, which came out in 2008, and the body itself is now being used for the Game Face Thompson. Hate it. It is basically a carbon copy of the Tokyo Marui Thompson. Now, before all of you lose your shit, no, I have nothing against Tokyo Marui. I got nothing against them. It's just that that day will come when I have to critique one, and when it does, I want you guys to be calm, rational adults, and I don't want you to lose your shit. So please, put away your pitchfork and torches. Thank you. Also, if you're hearing a subtle little bit of music in the background, it's because you know where this gun came from. You know where you saw the gun the first time. If you're Battlefield 1, if you're Battlefield players, you saw this gun and probably rocked it in Battlefield 1942. Where you came up with the charging handle being on the left side for some reason, where you had to actually be like that, where you actually had to pull it back and then pop in the magazine. Speaking of that, the gun has been plentiful in pop culture. And where has most people seen the gun like this, having a lot of fun? Fallout. Yes, in Fallout New Vegas, we had, of course, the 45 SMG, which was called the 45 Auto SMG, where it was basically this. Or you can get a compensator and a drum mag, which, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Not only that, but the real Steel Thompson is the American icon. It actually ended service in the 2000s. Before you try and correct me, understand this now, I got this knowledge from actual soldiers who used Thompson submachine guns and even grease guns in Desert Storm. Yes, I have talked to veterans of Desert Storm who said they were actually issued Thompson submachine guns and grease guns during the invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan. Which means, yes, we were still using Thompson submachine guns until the early 2000s. Damn! That says a lot. That says a lot about the mentality for the Thompson. And before you say, oh, let me guess, it finally ended service, not exactly. Because in the mid-2000s, the New Orleans Police Department commissioned for the Thompson submachine gun to be the new standard SMG to replace the 9mm, the weak 9mm, with a mighty, powerful 45 ACP submachine gun that has the knockdown power that they need. Shut up, 45's better. Fuck you, 9mm boys. Now, here's the thing. What does the modern Thompson look like? Well, here it is. The modern Thompson submachine gun was actually made by Red Jacket, which if you watched Sons of Guns, before they inevitably cancel it, no. I loved the look of it. It looks exactly what it needs to be for a modern update of a Thompson. I would love to have an airsoft variant of this, or at least some kind of kit. To buy another one of these, which by the way, these are really affordable for anyone who's willing to spend under $200, and make it look like the Red Jacket Thompson. And before you ask, yes, they're still making them for the New Orleans Police Department and law enforcement as well as military. When I last looked, apparently they're trying to get it for the military. Which would be awesome to give our boys on the front lines a 45 auto submachine gun. Come on! Now with my fanboying out of the way, which Lord only knows I can fanboy every more over this American beauty, outside of the M1 around. What about the airsoft variant actually says it replicates it perfectly? Well, it does, ironically. From the comparable weight unloaded, it definitely is a good, beefy gun. It's full metal all over the place. Oh my god. Really wish that actually liked that, which I'm going to get in a second. The gun itself is beautiful. With a healthy FPS of about 420 to 380, it's right around that point in time from the actual mathematics I had to work into it. Yes, I used math. Well, technically my Brainiac friend does, but that's... either way. The gun itself is beautiful. All metal outside, beautiful engravings for the Thompson submachine gun, even though it's basically calibered in 6mm. I hate that they said made in China. You ruined it! You ruined it! It's supposed to say made in Springfield! Moron! But I do love that they put the autograph, the creator of the Thompson's autograph right there. And disassembly of the gun is very easy. All you gotta do is take out a few screws, pop that off, slide it off, boom! Done! Hallelujah! Not only that, but the wood furniture, while it's not real wood, it's synthetic, feels good. It's really comfortable. And I'll admit, the grip is very comfy. Here's a little fun fact, guys. The Thompson submachine gun, when it was originally designed, was supposed to be just a spray-and-pray weapon, which is why the Chicago typewriter, the Thompson model 1928, was so popular with gangsters and law enforcement, because it was so comfortable to basically underarm because of the stock. The stock is easy to underarm, it's easy to grip. And just flip it to full auto, and just lay rounds down range in a controlled fashion, because when it bucks up, it's bucking back, which means when your arm is locked on this thing, you can control the spray. That's why a lot of American GIs loved this gun. And I can understand why it was still in service until the early 2000s. Officially. Speaking of which, the fire controls themselves are relatively easy to use. You can basically take your thumb, put it like this for fire. And of course, backward. This is a little fun one that my great-granddad told me about when he was issued a Thompson. He said, first knob at your thumb, push back or forward for fire, backwards for fire, safe, forwards for fire, and the second knob is how much you want to kill the enemy. Back at you means you want to kill one enemy at a time. Forward means you want to get some wholesale killing and kill a lot of commie bastards. My great-granddad served in Korea, okay? He served in Korea and Vietnam, and he had that mentality. He had the mentality of hating the commie bastards. But yes, I'm not gonna lie though, the Thompson submachine gun is in fact an awesome submachine gun, and I could gush about it all day, but we need to keep on track here. The orange tip itself, as you can see, has been removed, and it's actually pretty easy to remove. All you gotta do is take a little knife, just go boop, and it just comes off like a clamshell. Or not really like a clamshell, just like a two-piece part. Now the iron sights. I have seen a lot of people gripe about iron sights, how they'll mess them up. Not this. The iron sights are freaking amazing. I love it. You have the two sight fixtures. You got the little slot right there for basic close quarter fighting, and then you have the larger hole in the bottom for basic full auto fire. That's what they were both designed for. Not only that, but it goes up, down, left, right. I have it centered between two sight fixtures because that's what I fire at. And the hop-up itself is actually really, really good. I'm not joking. I've only had to adjust this thing twice. And that's from taking out the max distance to see how far this thing will shoot with a .2 gram pellet. With a .2 gram pellet, I was able to measure out at 130 feet. 130 feet, I was legitimately only having to go about a centimeter out to adjust for the wind variation. But outside that, it will hit 130 feet. Granted, I was on top of a hill, so flat ground, you're probably seeing about 125, maybe 115, but either way, this thing will hit the distance. It is an accurate gun. With a version 2 gearbox, I freaking love it. And yes, it has a version 2 gearbox in this bad boy. It is made for speed. It is made to be that CQB submachine gun where you spray and pray and you have to kill wholesale every motherfucker in front of you, be it Nazi bastards or commie fuckers. Quoting my great-granddad and my granddaddy. Now, do I have some gripe about it? I do, but I'm just going to finish off by saying this. Stop the video right here, go to the link down below, get this gun. Get this gun, okay? Just get the gun. Just stop the video right here, go to the link down below to e-bike, get this gun. Get this gun, okay? Just go get it. Just go get it right now. Just go. Go. Okay? Okay. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I will admit the battery compartment is a bit spacious. It is a bit of a pain to actually get. That's my one gripe. That's one of two gripes about the gun. But I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty easy if you had nails. Me, I'm a nail biter, so I don't really have a nail. So all you gotta do is pop that open, and of course pull this out. Now it is fused, but at the same time it's a small Tamiya battery adapter. Now there's a good bit of space in here, which will come with a foam block, which you have to put. But popping in a 9.6 volt. There we go. And semi-auto. Now I'm going to try and pull the trigger as fast as I humanly can. Got it, guys? Okay. Okay, middle finger now. Not very fast for semi-auto. It's simply because the gun was not designed to be semi-auto. It was designed to be spray and pray. And what I mean by that is a little treat. Granted, the battery is slowly dying, I am sorry for that, but even so, you can hear that fast rate of fire. Woo! It's actually got a little bit of kick. Either way, spacious buttstock. Now, you can get real wood stock furniture for it, but it's gonna cost you. It's not $20, it's around $30, $40, give or take. Now the magazine it does come with is a very nice, cute little 300 high cap stick mag, which does in fact fit in there very nicely. Now you're going to have to get used to actually using it because, unlike most, a lot of people will think, oh, all you gotta do is actually take your thumb like this and freaking do this. I have very average hands, and basically do that in order to, no. The best way I've done it is this. Do it like a lot of the vets did. What you want to do is you want to be able to shoulder the gun, find some good cover. Then when you get down, immediately drop the mag like this, grab another mag, and then of course, like I said, you're going to have to, oh my god, it's been a while, slide in there, and just go to town. Now the magazine itself is a nice little healthy 300 high cap, and it's going to last you a little bit, but we all know with a Thompson submachine gun, you're not going to want this dinky little thing. No, fuck that shit.
Of course!
Go big or go home, boys!
Of course!
What you want is a drum mag!
Of course!
450 rounds of rock and roll! Which there are 1,000 round drum mags out there, I will admit, but, who gives a shit? Because when you get a drum mag like this, everyone's gonna keep their heads down! I might need some psychological help after this review. Either way though, the drum mag itself does in fact add a little weight. Now the drum mag is not fully loaded, but you can hear a little bit of BBs in there. That's because there's only like 30 or 80 BBs in there. But when you put all 450 in there, this is going to add to the weight of the gun, because the gun itself, woo, unloaded is about 5, maybe 10 pounds. Drum mag is about 8 or so pounds. Unloaded. Loaded, it's about 10 pounds, give or take. Give or take. So when you add the drum mag to it, Fallout New Vegas nostalgic flashbacks for honest hearts, anybody? Please let me know in the comment section down below. And yes, I know I need the compensator, shut up. It adds about 20 pounds to the gun. Not only that, but the gun itself with the drum mag is 20 pounds heavier. And yes, it will in fact start to wear you out. Now, am I complaining about this gun? Am I complaining about this? No! In fact, it adds to the realism, because I have talked to a lot of veterans, or at least a lot of veterans have said that early on in the stages of World War II, they were issued drum mags, and those things were heavy as hell. Apparently they said that they were too bulky, they just weren't needed at the time. They just were not needed for the situations that they needed to do. So, they basically removed the drum mags until needed. However, that does not mean the drum mags were phased out. In fact, if you look up a lot of photos with Thompsons during the Pacific theater and even the European theater, as well as after World War II, there are a lot of drum mags in use. Even in Vietnam, I saw some photos of GIs with drum mags on the Thompsons. And yes, we were still using Thompsons in World War II, in Vietnam. Shut up. So, dropping that very carefully, what about the Thompson says it's good in combat? It is good in combat, and I will tell you that now. But why not let the combat footage say so for itself? The combat footage you're about to see was taken at Op 31, so please enjoy! Go! Woo! Move up, move up, move up!
14 minutes! 14 minutes remaining!
Move up, move up!
Now get your eyes that way, not that way.
This... I know I've said once, many times already, I fucking love this gun. I love it to death. And it's affordable at $170 with the free shipping code. Granted, a lot of people aren't comfortable spending $170, but if you're just starting out in Airsoft and you want a bone simple gun that you don't need to do any upgrades to, you just want it, and you need it, I highly recommend the KingArms Thompson. Not because it is a sexy looking gun and it's classic sexy, it's because it is an awesome gun stock out of the box. Not only that, but I do have some gripes about it. Now you already know my gripe about the battery thing, that was the battery thing, but my other gripe is a missed opportunity. The missed opportunity is with the charging handle. I think what they could have done was they could have added a nice little dust cover, because the hop-up wheel right here, not only can it be easily tapped out of the hop-up section, but it directly goes right there, which means if any dust gets in there, it's going to get up in there. And that is... it's going to add some problems to the actual mechanism. Now granted, it's not happened with me yet, thankfully. But what I will admit is maybe in the future we can have a nice little dust cover, so that way when you actually charge the charging handle, you actually get that nice crisp snap I keep hearing my veteran grandparents talk about when they were issued the Thompson. Because they said hearing the charging handle slap against the actual mechanism right here is a beautiful sound, they said. And I would not be surprised if it wasn't. Now, outside of that, is there anything else wrong with the Thompson? God, no! It is amazing! I'm not even joking. This might be the gun that might get that score that very rarely many guns do. But at the same time... So guys, what does this gun get on my score? Is it the gun that will get the score? I can comfortably say, without a damn doubt, that the KingArms Thompson submachine gun, the awesome gun of awesomes, gets my highest score. It gets no more and no less than a 10 out of 10. It is a legendary gun and my legendary rating. And it gets the badass seal of approval. And I'll tell you now, it is something you're going to want in your collection. And like I said, down below is the link to eBike's store to where you can get this bad boy. And, you know something? I think it's well worth the price of admission to get a nice, classic gun. Even though I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with it when the fucking Canadian was on here. Either way, guys, I've been AirsoftAl, and as always, I will see you guys on the front lines. Until next time. But you know something? Before I go, I think we should kind of take a look at something that mixes both tactical and classic. It has been a long time coming for this one, hasn't it? Next time on AirsoftAl Reviews, I review the SEMA M14 SOCOM. Until next time.